learned of Scott and then tracked him down. I wanted to do anything with it, and it just sort of happened to coincide with Black Mass
And you're watching Jeff Bridges do what he does, and you're watching Robert Duvall, and you're watching Johnny, and Christian Bale, and Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, it becomes very apparent very quickly that there's a difference between being the slightest amount talented and then gifted, like they are. So I'm far better served on this side of the camera. On and on and on. A lot of great Boston films. A period picture of the 70s and 80s is very difficult to get right because too often it's very garishly costumed and overdone that kind of takes away from character. And when you are making a film about gangsters, too often, and I'm guilty of it, we like our gangsters with a nudge, nudge, and a wink, wink. In this particular instance, we tend to take the Band-Aid off a little slowly. And Johnny gives a very unflinching portrayal of a man who's many things, sociopathic being one of them. But the most important thing is when I said to the studio and to the producers, I said, I don't want to make a film about criminals who just happen to be humans. I want to make a film about humans who happen to be criminals. And there's a big difference. Many people won't like that because this is a man who is, there are no protagonists in the film. This is a man who can be cold, calculating, and venal, but we also have to see him in very tender moments with his son who's dying, or in a scene like this, humorous moments, or very jocular moments with some of his colleagues, or his mom, or his brother. All of those sort of full-bodied characteristics that make for a great human. And in this case, he just happens to be a villain in terms of our narrative. But the truth is, when you have someone like Johnny who can really find those very specific moments of humor, but those really specific moments of pathos, and those really specific moments of finality, it becomes a really kind of mesmerizing cocktail. And whether you like a character or not, like Jimmy Bolger, he certainly is memorable.
Is it, I mean, you have to go to some pretty dark places for this movie. Is it ever difficult to leave it behind at the end of the day? Do you stay in character on sets? Do you take it home with you at night?
No.
Good.
I mean, you know, everybody has their process, and however pure that process is to you, fine, you know, I mean, I salute it, but I don't find, you know, that if I am going to the craft service table and I'm playing, you know, Henry VIII, that Doritos don't exist. Do you know what I mean? There are all bits, there's so many great books, and Stanislavski stuff stands up, and Strasbourg stuff stands up, and you got Uta Hagen, you got all these, there are wonderful, wonderful books out there